Hi, Ivan. Your mum sent me a picture of your drawing of a lion, and I think it's great. I think you've done a really good job. And so I spoke to your mum about showing you how I do my lions. And then, if you like, if you've got some time, you can do some practicing. So here's a little video of me drawing a lion head, or a lion face. And you can see I'm starting with the nose, which is a bit like an M at the top, and then put the nostrils in. When I start this picture, I tend to draw a little line across and then down to show me where the centre is, and that helps me when I do my drawings onto canvases. You don't have to do that, of course, but that's just what I do. I always think when I draw a lion nose from the front like that, it kind of looks a bit like a flower. And right now I'm just putting in the lips, if you like, we'll call them lips, and his chin. And if you look, actually his chin is a bit like a bean, upside down bean shape. I think it's really great that you're enjoying drawing, especially when you've got to stay at home, as we've all got to stay at home at the minute. So drawing's very good for just relaxing, and it's a good thing to do, isn't it? When I draw the nose of the lion, I draw lines up just there and there, and that's kind of like the bridge of the nose. And then about an inch away from that, I start drawing the eyes. And that's just about the right place for the lion's eyes. I've drawn kind of like a lemon shape for the upper eyelid and then the lower eyelid, and I put a circle for the iris, which for you and me is the coloured circle in the eye. That's called the iris. When I draw lines across, it's just me sort of measuring the distances so that I can get them a kind of equal. I do a lot of measuring, but you don't have to. I just thought this would be a good way for you to see the kind of shapes that I draw, and then if you get some practicing, if you do some practicing, I'd love to see how you get on. So I'm measuring on the right eye just now, where the bottom eyelid is to go, and then I just draw that in, and the iris again, and then we can see they're just about the same height and distance from those two lines that I put in, the centre line down and the cross line across. This archy line that I've put above the eye, it's kind of like the lion's forehead, and I only really use them for shading when I do a bit of shading, so I wouldn't leave them a heavier line. At the minute they look a bit like the lion might be cross, but by the time I've put the rest of it in, you don't see them. And that arch across is just to tell me the kind of shape that the lion's nose does across his face. It's called the bridge of the nose. And have you ever noticed on a lion how they have sort of these teardrop shapes above the eye? I always put them in. Very interesting markings a lion has got on its face. And now I'm just working out where the cheekbones are going to go, the cheeks of the lion. And I'll just break all of the shapes down into simpler shapes. So squares and triangles you can see, and it's all just measurements, but that comes with a lot of practice. I've put in curves of the mouth there, and the jaw, which kind of looks a bit like a circle. And these lines are quite important. These are going to be the little tiny dots that they have where the whiskers come from. So I'll just put some guidelines in for now, and I'll complete them a little bit later on. Now, now that I've finished doing the quick drawing, the light pencil drawing, I go over it with a darker shade just to start putting in some permanent lines. But that's just what I do, and you see I've just put an arc across the eyes just to tell me whereabouts the shade is going to go, the dark bit, and I fill that in. And also fill in the pupil, and I just leave the top part of the pupil white. Oh, that's my son. Came to give me a kiss. That's nice. I noticed in your drawing you put a light reflection in the eyes, which is very clever. That's exactly what happens in nature. The dark pupil tends to reflect, and that gives your pictures life, makes them look more realistic. And you can just about see the same thing happening in this drawing here. Now I'm just using my finger to smudge some of that pencil, and that's a very quick way to shade, and just using your finger. And now I'm using the dark pencil on the nostrils, and I'm going to fill that in so it's very dark, because that part of the lion's nose is very dark. And as you can see, I just do the outline first, and then I fill it in like that. give it a bit of a smudge. The thing with smudging with your fingers is it does stay on your finger, so you'll have to wash your hands after. And now I'm putting kind of like a slanty rectangle shape, and that's the cheek of the tiger. Oh, the lion, beg your pardon. And I'll do the same on the other side. Just shade it down. Give it a bit of a smudge. And up the side of the snout. And then I'm going to put his mane in. The good thing about the mane, the lion's hair, is that you can make it as long and wispy as you like. So I don't tend to do short fur for his hair, because a lion's mane is the very thing that makes a lion a lion. So don't be shy. Put some nice big lines to make the mane. A bit more of a beard for the lion's chin, and I'm putting them whisker dots in along the lines that I made earlier. Starting to come along now. And on the nose they have this little line crease. I'll just pop that in there. And now we're going to put the mane in. And I'm only doing it really quickly, just to sort of show. And this is important, behind the chin and the mouth, it's much further back than the hair, so I fill it in with a darker colour, and I'll just scribble over that so you can see that that's going to be much darker in that area. And it brings the mouth forward and pushes that part of the drawing further back. And the lion also has these little white patches under the eye and to the centre of the face. So I just put a little suggestion in there that that's going to happen when I paint it. But that's pretty much as far as I take the drawing, because all the information I need is there, and that's how I draw a lion face. Just put a bit more fur, any more darker areas, and I think that's just about done. When I come to paint it, don't forget to put the whiskers in. Whiskers are very important to a lion's face. Well, good luck with your drawing, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. Take care from Buster.